That's my word. Special. They diabolical laugh and shit. Welcome to this wonderful moment, man. Duttch Mastah. I said I'm back in this bitch. Hey yo, my shit's superb. You heard. That's my word. Do what the fuck I do best, you know. It's a rap for y'all. Y'all dudes is dead, man.
Hey yo, Doughboy, my motherfucking brother. Got DJ Lutro right here. And you know what I'm saying? I met Duttch in this grind that we do now called hip hop. We used to throw shows at the Armory Tavern, still do, but he used to go there. And then I saw him perform, and I said, yo, I gotta have this motherfucker perform one day on the show. So the first time I was able to host a show, I called you, Duttch, a couple of the brothers, and yeah, like always, even to this day, the brothers always come out and show fucking love the right way. You know what I'm saying? Peace to Mecca. You know what I mean? That's one thing that I can remember about Duttch all the time, is that he always showed unconditional love for the grind and shit, because he was about it too. And if there's one thing I can say to him, and I'm saying if he's listening or if he was here right now, cheers! Yo, we love you, man. You know what I'm saying? We still gonna keep this grind for you too, man.
Duttch Mastah. You motherfucker. When I come and do shows in Brick City, wherever I'm at, yo, Duttch always be there, and Duttch was the dude who made me make sure my shit was on point. There's no getting on stage when Duttch is at a show and rocking on some melancholy shit. You better rip the shit down, and that's my most important memory of Duttch. Whether I was at the Coffee Cave, whether I was at the Armory, whether I was at Spot Lounge, whether I was in New York or now Justice, Duttch let us all know, you grab that mic and you go on stage, you get that energy, yo. Rest in peace to the bar, yo.
My name is Mecca. I just wanted to see I got the Duttch. I'm represented with my Duttch here. I wanted to say that I met the brother one time, actually, one time at the Armory. Shout out to the Armory.
ATF.
Down there, right. And it was real sweet because he was saucy as hell, right?
The usual.
He saw me, right? And it was on some incognito shit that when I talked to him on Facebook, I befriended him. Oh, Billy coming up, that's what's up. And him and Billy was like my two faves out of everybody. My cousin Blackout is
who that, Billy Rose?
Yeah, like
behind me.
His energy was sick. But back to Duttch, like the first time I met him, he was saucy as hell, but he recognized me, and when I hit him on Facebook, the nigga was like, I remember you, Slim, I remember you. And it was so sweet that, you know, and all the commodity and everything that was going on, he remembered, and he befriended me, and we was talking, and it was sweet. And I'm mad because I didn't get to tell him how, you know, I really felt like this shit was real positive. Even though it was gutted, even though he had his story to tell, because I feel like anybody that go hard like that, they got a story to tell, but he had another side to him that was like real positive.
Right.
And it's hard to find that in the streets now, especially in Jersey, especially with everything that's, you know, crazy out here. But yo, he will always be a part of my heart because he influenced me to keep going no matter what, tell my story, and to be real. And from Jersey, that's what the fuck that means.
So if he could hear you right now, and if he was here, what would you say to the brother, man?
I would tell him that I love him, that I'm going to always be a big supporter because I'm a soul sister, and I support all my brothers no matter what. And just mad love. Like, keep going, baby, because, like, for real, your movement, the shit you was doing, the people that's standing here now, the real hearts, they gonna always carry you, like the torch from wherever.
Yo, what's good? You know, I met Duttch with my homie Doughboy, Global Notes and shit like that. We got in the studio, we did a joint together and shit. You know, you came to a lot of my shows, man. EO Dub, New Brunswick, with Doughboy and shit like that, man. Yo, rest in peace, my dude, you know what I'm saying? Yo, like, yo, thank you for blessing my CD, man. You know what I'm saying? You're one of the greats in Jersey, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I just fucking sold all my CDs when I got on stage because the proceeds was loving, man. You know what I'm saying? Duttch was my dude. I was with him last Wednesday and Lock It Up Wednesdays and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We were talking about getting in the lab again. He gave me a hug, not a fucking pound, a hug and shit. Always showed love, yo. I remember fucking Rocksteady, the motherfucker always used to look at my kicks and shit, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, word up, yo, Prime, you fire ass white boys.
These are my brother Duttch. I met Duttch on some real shit. I was coming home from the halfway house. We've been doing this No Name Society thing for like 12 years. The first person I met when I came back into the ATF was Duttch Mastah. He was blasting on MCs, and I'm like, damn, the brother reminded me of myself so much. You feel me? And being that I'm an old head, I ain't gonna lie, no disrespect, I'm 40 years old. But I still act like I don't know how to rock and still blaze a cipher. But this is what he was doing automatically. But before I came to the ATF, I was in JC working halfway house, Ready World Label. And what is going on? I'm in the roughest hoods. MLK, I'm gonna tell you straight like that.
Jackson,
MLK, I'm walking, I'm like, I gotta go home, I gotta go through different hoods. I live on Mika now, I'm like, I gotta go through different hoods. So, I'm walking through a hood, I see a nigga in the cut. He like, yo, what it do? I'm like, it ain't nothing. You feel me? It ain't really nothing because I don't want no problem trying to go home with my family. He like, dig, and he just came out the clear blue sky, like, yo, what it do? And he pieced me, no name society. I'm like, he said, you good, wherever you at over here. And he said, this is my hood. After that, I felt so comfortable, you feel me? So my R.I.P. go to my brother Duttch, man. He always been there. But let me tell you another thing. He was a mammal. Don't ever get it fucked up, yo, you heard? Yeah, act like you don't know how to rock and ease into a cipher like an old man. Let me get a little something, let me get a little something. Then he blaze your whole brain up. And I've been doing this shit, honestly, on some real shit for 30 years, yo. And when I seen the brother, man, and like I said, and the other times I seen him on some humble things, he always had his seeds with him, his children. Niggas don't understand it. His seeds, and it was deep. And he always had his children with him during the daytime, doing what he do, the father thing. So, R.I.P. to my brother Duttch. And if he was here now, I swear for God, he would have to get on the track. I love you, bro.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is Max Jerome, Prolific. I met Duttch Mastah actually through Christy Graffiti and Amazing Grace. Normally at all the shows, I'm the DJ. Y'all might see me in the corner, and he gave me a CD. He said something to me real funny, because you know that's his humor too. So when he said it to me, I didn't want to laugh, because it seemed like I was laughing at him. But when he played his joints, he reminded me so much of like an energetic dude. He just was friends. We wasn't boys, but I knew him via the shows. If Duttch Mastah was alive, I think I would just tell him to keep doing what he do, and everything would be love. You know what I mean? Y'all want to come in and throw something in there?
Go ahead, Kurt. Basically, how you met Duttch, any memories you might have of Duttch, and what you would say to Duttch if he would hear you or if he was present.
Let me put it like this too, because like I said this last week when we did the first joint at the ATF, actually, I was kind of instrumental in a lot of you cats actually even knowing Duttch. Wow. Because when we first started doing ATF, this was right after we was right down there on Halsey Street. We was right here, 95 Halsey Street. I had a store down here for like 7 years. And I had a radio station, internet radio station. And Duttch submitted me a track called Africa. It was actually like a love song, which is why you probably never heard it and shit. Because he didn't really like it, but I thought it was a good song, so I put it on the station. And that was actually back when he was going by the name Show and Prove. A lot of y'all don't remember.
Yeah, like they still know him in Germany. He's still Show and Prove in Germany. He used to go by
the name Show and Prove. So the first track that he sent me was a joint called Africa under the name Show and Prove. So I invited him out to the ATF when we first started doing it and shit. So the first couple of weeks that we actually did ATF, Duttch Mastah was there. That's when he first started going by the name Duttch Mastah. You know what I'm saying? So we actually kind of, you know, between me and Jaja, like Jaja started taking him to the Pyramid Club, introduced him to the New York scene. We introduced him to the Rule, Burn You movement. He ran with them, started running out to the Bronx, started running out to Brooklyn, and got like this whole cypher formed around like for real hip hop. So we actually, I felt like we actually helped to cultivate what he became over the next 3 to 4 years and stuff. So I really felt real proud of all the accomplishments that he made. And the thing that cats don't realize is that, you know, Duttch was, he's in the street. You know what I mean? He was doing this shit in the street and da-da-da. But he was really like a 5%er stuck in a thug's body. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had a lot of knowledge, you know what I'm saying, that he used. And he used to try to school the younger cats.
All day.
He really try to school the younger cats. So
definitely had his opinion.
Up that cats, you know, it's the actual streets that actually bring a motherfucker down and shit. You know what I'm saying? You trying to uplift the street, you know what I'm saying? But it's the streets that pull you back down and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I would say, like, there's nothing really that you could do other than just watch your circle. And that's a lesson to everybody, man. That's a lesson. That's the lesson that you get from knowing a cat and this shit happened and this is right up next to us. So this is like the lesson of his life was really for us. You know what I'm saying? To really take something from, like, learn something from that man. What did he go through? What the lessons of the street could you learn from his life story? Now that shit gotta affect you because, you know what I mean? His story is in a new chapter right now. You know, his story is in an ethno chapter right now. You still here physically, you gotta take them lessons that he lived and then apply that shit to your life. That's the importance of the lesson that he brought you. And yo, a lot of cats, you know what I mean? They deal with the street shit and all that shit. So that's a good lesson for you right there. Just check out what Duttch did and what he was able to try to bring to the game and what he was still trying to bring to the game, even though a lot of cats might have not, you know, fully been paying attention until now when he gone. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't want to be that next nigga that's like gets remembered after you gone. You know what I'm saying? Put all your work in, you know, do it to the hardest. That's the main thing. Duttch, you know, everybody knows Duttch from that. From going in at shows, he inspired motherfuckers. So they wasn't really listening to his track. They was like, let me make my new track. You know what I'm saying? Because he inspired them to want to go harder.
But could I piggyback on that though? You know how the press always be like when somebody passed away, they was on the verge of being signed to a major label. So they was about to do this, they was about to do that. Yo, this dude was doing his numbers, man, and it's really fucked up. So everything he just said was real talk. Word up.
So what would you say to him, Kurt, if he's listening to you, if he was here?
Yo, man, bottom line is we love you and we appreciate the legacy that you left for hip-hop. As long as you was putting your soul into your music, that's what we really appreciate. And for hip-hop, that's how we preserve hip-hop, by preserving the hip-hopper. So we preserving your legacy. Don't even worry about that. We're going to preserve your legacy. You know what I'm saying? And your hip-hop legacy is what made you Duttch. You know what I'm saying? Ardell Blake. You know what I'm saying? That's for your moms and them, and that shout out. But we know you as Duttch Mastah.
Duttch!
You know what I mean? The hip hop.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what we preserving, the hip hop legacy of Duttch Mastah.
Yo, if you can hear me at this moment, I tell him, you know what I'm saying, that his work will not be forgotten, you know what I'm saying? His legacy will live on forever, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna definitely make sure, you know what I'm saying, the people will feel his music the way he intended to be felt. That's the first thing I like to say, you know. When I first met the guy, you know, we were building with shades of hip hop, you know what I'm saying? Just running around doing shows, bullshitting around. But then when I saw he was a grinder, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, roll with me. So let's go here, let's go here. And he was the type of cat that's like, yo, let's go. You know that, you know what I'm saying?
I remember that.
Yeah. Up and gone, you know. The first time we did like 36 hours, 48-hour weekend.
The rapper
from the Bronx. Then we went to Brooklyn. You remember Burn You joint.
Burn You movement. Shout out
Studio. Studio 100.
Studio 100.
Shout out to them in Brooklyn. Then we went to my cousin's house in Brooklyn. Then we left there with the Midtown Manhattan. From Midtown Manhattan, we came back to the ATF and straight rock.
See, what he talking about is a grind. Like, see, a lot of artists are like, yo, I'm in the studio, I'm doing this, but you don't want to get out in the street and grind. You don't want to go to all of the shows. Duttch was going to all the shows. Duttch was out there in the street grinding and shit. At a certain point, he realized that's what I got to do. So the period of time that kid is talking about is like I was saying to you, when we used to hit the city. We was going to the Pyramid Club, we was going to the Bronx, up to the Shrine and shit, up to the Harlem and shit, going to the Bronx, going to people's studios and just Sugar Bar and just going back and forth and being in the city all night long, being on the train all night long, you know what I'm saying? Up all night, no money and shit, just with the last money buying it, putting the shit together with some trees and shit.
And that's what he appreciated about these Jersey heads, man. He appreciated especially Brick City because y'all appreciated the grind and y'all was there with him on the grind. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just like, yeah, you dope R.I.P. show. You know, when he looked out the crowd, he saw y'all there. He was like, oh, damn, they came a long way. Like, you know, my best friend from Jersey City won't even come. You know,
he made that a point, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all coming way from Brick City all the way out here to Harlem and Bronx and Queens, wherever I'm rocking and come to see this. So he had mad love for Brick City, you know what I'm saying? And for, you know what I'm saying, the way we appreciate the guy, you know what I'm saying? So,
that's what's up.
Let's say rise in perfection, and we always gonna be blasting some Duttch, you know what I'm saying? 24/7, people gonna have to feel that.